Welcome back to the Explainer. So let's just jump right into it. If you're a student, you already know that your time and your mental energy, those are literally your two most precious assets, right? Well, today we're diving into this completely brilliant strategy for digital workflow optimization, specifically focused on a student's guide to efficiency. We're going to take those, kind of chaotic, messy digital study habits and completely transform them into this beautifully streamlined, highly focused workflow. And the way we're doing this, we are going to design your very own permanent AI memory. I mean, think about it. How many times have you sat down at your desk, cracked open your laptop, and fired up a new chat session with your AI, only to get hit with that absolute dreaded realization? You have to start from zero again. It's an utterly exhausting student experience. You're sitting there, totally ready to do the heavy intellectual lifting for your coursework, but before you can even type your first real question, you've got to train the AI all over again. Honestly, it's kind of like getting a brand new study buddy every single night who happens to have complete amnesia. And then you enter this sequence of just pure administrative dread, right? First, you got to re-upload the syllabus. Then you have to explain the exact context of your assignment. Then you're digging through an old document to copy your specific formatting instructions so you can paste them in again and again and again. It's this rapid-fire sequence that completely kills your momentum. You end up wasting, 10, maybe 20 minutes just setting the stage before any actual studying even happens. By the time the AI actually gets up to speed on what you need, your own motivation is basically already packed up and left. So what's the actual result of all this endless repetitive setup? Honestly, it's a tornado. Your PDFs are scattered everywhere. They're in your downloads folder, junking up your desktop, buried in random chat threads. And your AI chat history, it is a complete and utter whirlwind of totally unrelated queries. I mean, one chat is about your advanced biology paper, the next one is literally a recipe for dinner, and the one after that is just half of an essay prompt. This chaotic, totally disorganized way of using AI isn't just messy, it's actively sabotaging your efficiency. You're wasting precious study time just because you can't find that one perfect answer the AI gave you 3 days ago. Okay, take a deep breath. The tornado stops right here. Because here's the crucial point. There is a fix for this. ChatGPT recently introduced something called the Projects feature, and it completely, fundamentally fixes all of this structural chaos. We are finally moving away from that scattered, super reactive way of doing things and stepping into a proactive, totally intentional space. This feature right here is the definitive solution to your digital clutter. It's all about working smarter, not harder, and finally getting your AI to function as a true continuous extension of your own academic efforts. Think of it kind of like this. Using a normal chat, that's like trying to study in a crowded, super noisy coffee shop. People are coming and going, the music's blasting, conversations are overlapping, and literally every time you look away for a second, somebody clears your table. It's a space made for quick, transient interactions. But a project is your own private office. You have a door that actually closes. Your books stay exactly where you left them. The whiteboard still has yesterday's notes on it. It gives you the focused, quiet serenity you actually need to get deep, meaningful work done without the constant interruptions or those frustrating resets. Let's actually step inside that private office for a second. Inside a project, absolutely everything is unified. Your chats stay together, your files stay together, your custom instructions stay together. You are no longer digging through this massive mountain of old, totally unrelated threads just trying to find one specific PDF. And the mechanics here are just brilliant, really, because the AI now remembers everything for one specific academic goal. If this project is set up for your advanced history seminar, it doesn't get sidetracked by that weird math problem you tried to solve last week. It stays entirely locked in on the history materials you provided, keeping the whole shebang beautifully compartmentalized. Okay, so let's get into how you actually build this workspace. It's a highly tactical, incredibly simple step-by-step playbook. Step 1, you just upload your course outline, your syllabus, your key PDFs, and you do it exactly once. Step 2, you set your custom instructions. Your preferred tone, your strict formatting rules, again, just once. Actually, scratch that. It takes maybe 5 minutes tops at the very start of your semester to construct this permanent workspace. But the return on that tiny little upfront investment, it is absolutely massive. Because you've laid down the foundation. The very next time you open this project, the AI already knows exactly who you are and what you need. And once that solid foundation is built, the sheer power of this tool completely unlocks. Just picture this real-world student scenario for a second. It's Wednesday evening, you open up your laptop, you jump straight into your specific class project, and you just casually type, "Hey, based on last week's notes, what should I review today?" I mean, look at that. You didn't have to explain what week it was, you didn't have to re-upload last week's notes, you didn't even have to specify the subject matter at all. Because you're sitting right there in your private office, the context is just inherently understood. Boom, it answers instantly. Seriously, this right here is the magic moment. The AI immediately provides targeted, highly specific value based entirely on the closed-loop system that you created. It scans the notes it already has stored in its memory, cross-references them with the syllabus it already knows all about, and just hands you a perfectly tailored study plan right on the spot. I mean, it is the absolute peak of study efficiency. You literally just saved 20 minutes of frustrating setup time and jumped straight into the actual productive learning. So ultimately, what actually is a project? Put simply, it's a permanent memory for one single mission. Just let that really sink in for a second. We are finally moving way past using AI as just some fancy calculator or glorified quick search engine. By dedicating a permanent memory to a single objective, you are essentially cloning your own academic focus. You give the AI a specific mission, whether that's, passing a massive final exam, writing a huge thesis, or mastering a brand new coding language, and it holds on to every single piece of data relevant to that mission. It is forever ready to assist